Hi, I'm Dave from Special Fork, and one of my favorite comfort foods is chicken tetrazzini. Now, the great thing about this dish is it uses leftover rotisserie chicken or roasted chicken. Now, there are a lot of different ways to make a chicken tetrazzini, but the things that they all have in common is they use chicken, pasta, and a white sauce. Now, our variation uses mushrooms that we're going to start sautéing now. So here I've got my pan going. I've got some butter in here already. I'm going to drop in my mushrooms. And at first what's going to happen is they're going to start to brown, and then they will release all of their liquid. So you want to keep cooking that until the liquid gets reabsorbed into the mushrooms again. Okay, so now that the mushrooms are done, we are going to transfer this out, and then I'm going to add some butter back into the pan, and we can get started on our white sauce. So put some butter in and we'll melt that down. Now the great thing about this white sauce, it's really versatile. You can use it like as a base for mac and cheese and just add some cheese in at the end. So now that the butter's melted, I'm going to add in my flour. I'll just sort of sprinkle it all around. And what we're going to do is really whisk it quite vigorously. We want to make sure that it doesn't get lumpy. So we're just going to whisk that until everything is nice and mixed together. So now that I've got this nice and mixed, I'm going to add in chicken broth. And I'm going to add it in a little bit at a time. And I'm really going to whisk it and really try and get a lot of those lumps out. Ideally, you want a really smooth sauce. So as much as possible, we want to get all the lumps out. So make sure to whisk all around, out to the edges. And now I'm going to add in my milk. And so we're going to do the same thing with the milk. Pour it in a little bit at a time and really whisk to make sure that we get those lumps out. Now that the sauce is done, I'm going to go ahead and season it up. I've got some salt and some pepper. And I'm using white pepper because it's a white sauce. Stir that up a little bit. Let's have a taste here. That's good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to add in my mushrooms that we've already sautéed. And just by mixing it up a little bit now, it's going to make it easier when I have to combine everything at the end. Now I've got some chicken here that's been shredded and it's cooked, so we'll add that in. And again, we want to stir this all up and get it coated with all of that great sauce. Okay, and now the last thing that I'm going to add is our pasta, and this is already pre-cooked pasta. So let's pop this in there. And to mix it all up, what I like to do is I really like to use salad hands. And so here I've got these great salad hands, and it just kind of allows me to toss the pasta a lot easier. So I can get down to the bottom and really move all of the ingredients around. So mix that up nicely. Just a couple more turns. Okay, that looks great. So now let's pop it into our baking pan. And we want to make sure that we get all of the good sauce that's in here out. Get it into a nice single layer. And then the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to top it with some grated Parmesan cheese. Get it all the way to those corners, those edges. Perfect. Okay, so now this is going to go into the oven. Okay, so I think the tetrazzini is probably done. Let's go check on it. Smells really good. Okay. So for more recipes and ideas on your smartphone, check us out at specialfork.com.